All right. All right. So this is session
12.
12. Yeah. Um, when we last left off, our characters had ventured deeper underground, finding a quite infested drow city. Now ancient, no dark elves left, only bugs. Still following the trail of the two runaway dwarves that had broken out from the well.
And two of us got high.
Yeah, but yeah.
Got punched
After
one of them.
after after leaving the underground chasm, you have returned back out to the surface, surrounded by some warm forests, and decided to set up camp for the night. So you guys would be starting your long rest and um, I guess setting up a watch order.
Yeah.
I think we said Adunia. I think Adunia volunteered to go first.
Well, in that case,
Yeah.
I'll 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 start off by having her roll on the perception. All right, she rolls a 13. Nothing really happens during her watch. Um,
And I think I
and
volunteered to go last.
yeah, pretty safe night so far. Um, then who is going to go second?
And long cam.
Yeah.
Go ahead, perception check.
Percepzione. Here, 10.
Okay.
Not good.
Yeah, it's uh just
I'm
keep
still coming down from the high.
yeah. Yeah, also because it's dark out, you're sort of relying on your hearing more than you're seeing, but it's kind of noisy. It's a forest. There are birds and bugs and stuff happening in the night. Um,
But fucking you bugs, I hear it.
yeah. Then your watch ends. Then that would be Yogg.
5.
Yeah, Yogg, you
He's still scared of the giant spiders.
yeah, you're kind of just
Also,
absent.
suffering from guilt from throwing your friends into the water.
I mean
Oh,
that too, but mainly the giant spiders.
well, call it what you may, but you're kind of out of it. Yeah, little unfocused, little unaware, and you don't even know what you're missing. What it is exactly, anyway. And then your watch ends before you know it.
Yeah. And then he just goes up to Mary Soul and wakes her up for her watch.
Yeah, okay. I rolled a 12.
Okay, well, you can definitely sort of hear a faint rumble of thunder in the sky. It's very soft and quiet, but the sky is cloudy enough to at least not be able to see the stars, so it is rather dark even as you are taking the early hours of the day. And by the time your watch wraps up, the forest starts to get a little brighter as the sky is gray, cloudy, and overcast, and that rumbling thunder gets a little closer.
Sounds like there's a storm coming.
Yeah. Green.
Yes.
Uh, where did we pop out, and where do we remember seeing the smoke?
Let me see. Going back to the map. All right. So you are pretty close to that little blue dot. You popped out of the outdoors right about here,
Okay.
out
Okay.
of the cave right there. and the smoke that you recall seeing is somewhere along this way, but now it is long since faded.
Damn it. I think the smoke we saw a few days ago may have been the dwarves.
Yak nods.
I agree.
Well, unfortunately, we can't really look for them at this current moment in time, but we can at least report back to the dwarves at the well and inform them what we found. That's most definitely something they would like to know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I guess we'll make our way back to the well, Green.
Okay. So once you set back out to the northeast, you gather you don't actually have your horses with you because you left them outside next to the well.
Yep,
So you'll be taking this whole journey on foot.
unfortunately.
This is going to be a few days.
But we can at least get our horses back, hopefully.
I mean, of course, I didn't expect the horses to join us underground.
I didn't either, but I also wasn't expecting to travel as far as we did.
Also, we didn't expect giant spiders.
I neither.
Oh.
Hopefully
Unfortunately,
the dwarves were
the brain cell isn't in the chat is in the call today.
Yeah, well, Ling Long and Mary Saw are back to normal, so the brain cell is pretty good. So the brain cell is spread out.
Right. Well, so as you're wandering back to the well, it does start to rain. And it starts off rather light, but as your journey continues, it gets heavier and harder. Winds start kicking up, thunder gets louder. You're still in the forest, and you pass by the spot where you had emerged from the Underdark.
Yogg just kind of growls at the hole.
Landlong will take out our map and, try to get the best rough location that he can to mark it, just to also inform the dwarves.
Okay.
But now,
Yeah, this little thing is trying to be an X.
Yep.
Alright,
Yeah.
so that X is where we are currently, or.
Where the exit is.
Okay.
The blue circle is your party.
Okay.
Yeah, so it continues on, and you have an uneventful walk all the way back up to the well. And outside in the rain are your horses. They are sort of nestled under like a outcropping that keeps them dry, but
Aw, they sleeping together.
well, they didn't really have a choice.
How are they looking, considering we've been gone for them for at least a day or so, I would imagine?
Roll animal handling.
Yeah.
12.
15.
They look hungry.
Yep, Landlong will pull out some food and feed his horse.
Marisol will feed hers.
Okay.
I'm rolling for
18.
18!
Yeah, Yogg would know that they're hungry.
Yeah, Yogg is going to feed his horse with his and Indunia's horses.
I'm guessing we're gonna be feeding them our rations.
Yes, so both give up one ration to feed her horse. Or each of you.
Alright, done.
Done.
Okay. Other than that, you are beside the giant stone door of the well that you had the entrance that you had found before.
You will give her a knock.
Yeah, y'all just kind of grab the knocker, and it's like knock, knock, knock.
After a while, after a few seconds, there's only silence, but then the little eye slit opens up, and then you sort of hear a familiar voice. You again? But from outdoors. Go down. Where? Again, this is the dwarf that
Yep.
barely speaks common, so.
Yep.
Found.
We
Where do you
right by
think?
the exit.
You got out of well.
Mhm.
Then.
Yep.
Hmm.
Spiders. No recommend.
Is there a leader or people we could talk to about the information that we found?
And then the slat closes, and then the door slowly opens up again.
Hmm.
And I forget what I named this dwarf.
Let's see if I had written down because I want to. Something ridiculous, if I remember. Which I may. Oh no, so I need to track of, so I may have lost it somewhere. Yeah, I think I unfortunately lost it.
Okay, one moment.
Found giant spiders. No recommend.
Okay. So his name is now Thundu.
Tundu.
Okay.
Okay. So Thundu opens up the door again. Brings you all inside. And then starts to escort you back through a route that you've basically walked already. And this time, once he approaches the giant pit that bores downward into the earth, he actually takes you upward towards a rather fanciful-looking stone building.
Yeah, neat.
He sort of talks to some other dwarves. He uh waves some badges around, get some paperwork scribbled in, and then he sort of leads you to this other building where he says you will talk to chief. I will translate.
Thank you.
And then he leads you through another into a room where there's this very old looking dwarf. His beard is white as snow. He's got the he's got wrinkles all over his face, and he's sort of decked in some rather ostentatious looking ornaments, like like uh rings, like head or like headpieces that would look not out of place on an expensive ring.
But simply, he's a fancy motherfucker.
Sort of. As fancy as you've probably seen right now. So, um, so he's basically, Thundu is speaking in Dwarvish, and then this chief speaks back in Dwarvish, and then Thundu turns back to you and translates. He says, he wants you to tell him about where the runaways may have gone.
Well, we're not entirely sure where they went. We have the location of the exit, but I think there's some more pertinent information that you should know. And that is first and foremost that there is a dead drow city down there.
Another exchange between Thundu and the chief, and then it was unexpected to hear. Under our civilization that live underground. They may have been here before us, but You say it was abandoned.
Giant spiders.
Not so
No.
much abandoned as the people seem to be dead, and now giant spiders and other insects are living there.
It may be best if we close this barrier, seal it up. If you got outside without going through well, then you found another way.
Yeah, and Lanlong will like sort of bring out his map and show where the exit was.
We will dispatch team to seal this hole as well. If large creatures are there, we cannot risk having them invade our city. Actually, um, he says that, and then the dwarvish chief sort of like raises his hand and speaks up like he just like he's amending something to his conversation. He's like, uh, chief has changed his mind. He says we only need to patch up hole in our well.
Okay.
Yeah, no, like even if somebody tried to get into the back entrance, it'd be a massive pain in the ass, and they'd probably die. So you probably don't need to worry about that.
Giant spider. No recommend. Yog no recommend.
The chief is only worried about two things: people escaping the well when they are not supposed to, and monsters attacking the citizens. If we patch up our hole, then we shall solve both these problems at once. But if we leave this entrance to the Rust City open, it's not really concern of ours.
Yes. So
But that probably means that is how these two thieves have escaped.
yes. No, I have a general idea where they might have gone, but that is a story for another day. We just wanted to inform you of what we found down there, and while we're out and about, we'll be on the lookout for your dwarves and take them out and capture them and bring them back here once we find and locate them.
And then there's one more exchange. The chief sounds rather grave at the moment, and then Thundun just says, "Chief has a word of advice: do not come back until you have found them."
Well, yeah, that's the general plan. We really don't have a need to return here if we don't have them in hand, so. No offense, lovely place, just no need to return.
And you will return the treasure that they have stolen.
Yes.
That is.
May we inquire what this treasure is, just in case it's dangerous?
Yeah, gold, jewels, minerals that belong to royal family.
Okay. Besides the gold and jewels, the minerals, are they special in any manner? Because that may determine where they try to sell shit.
Our our mages have been have been able to use this mineral. It empowers their magics. It would be a great hindrance if our magic was suddenly crippled by the absence of this mineral.
Dragonstone.
Yes, there's Kutan. He says the word in Dwarvish.
Interesting. Very well. We'll most definitely make sure to return with the thieves in hand along with their stolen goods. Though, out of curiosity, if they do resist, does it matter if we return with them as long as we have the goods?
One more, another exchange, and then the chief says, "As long as you bring back the treasure, all is good. If you cannot bring them back to the well, kill them.
Got it.
Well, that is all the chief has to say on this matter. I can lead you back outdoors.
Yeah, and we'll get on the hunt for your guys.
Okay. So with that said, the chief dismisses you, and then Thundun wanders back into the he leads you back out of this building towards the entrance, and then opens up the stone doors again so you can leave. The rain still going outside.
Honestly, our best bet right now is to try to head to the location we saw the smoke coming from and see if we can't find any sort of leads from there. I mean, from the sounds of it, they probably haven't really left the well all that much, so they probably have very little out, outside knowledge, so we might be able to hunt them down.
Maybe.
So I guess we'll hop on our horses and make way for the smoke that we saw like a day or two ago.
Okay. So you backtrack a little more swiftly than before, as you head past the exit of the tunnel, past where you spent the night to camp, and then you sort of arrive in the same forest that you saw the smoke a while ago, but now your memory is starting to get a little not enough.
Do we see the castle that led us to the Feywild?
The fort.
You are currently surrounded by very tall trees, and you don't see any. Doesn't seem to be like there are any hills that sort of lead up to the fort where you found it previously.
Hmm.
Because when you were at the fort, the smoke was quite a ways away.
So can you mark on the map where we saw the smoke, Green?
Roughly here.
Okay, so that's
I'm guessing it would be a history roll.
Um, yeah, I guess a history roll.
Do we, out of curiosity, Green, would we know of any other, like, what the closest town would be?
Um, I guess if you're looking at your map, you can see that you're kind of equidistant from the well and from Norford.
Yeah.
Our best option would be to head to Norford then, because,
Yeah, head back there. I
yeah.
just did and I think Yog and I just both did a history check.
So,
Mary's closer to success than I am.
forgot, highly doubt I'll do any better. Yep, 5.
Yeah,
Landlong don't remember shit.
yeah. So, Marisol's memory is kind of the best as you kind of wander close to this location, and in fact, you do stumble upon a little clearing with something that seems a little out of place. There seems to be another little ring of stones with burnt wood and ashes in it. Now, sort of muddied by the rain. You find there are also like some areas where the grass has been like stamped down, as if somebody was laying on top of it, and some bits of. Well, yeah, that's pretty much all you see.
Okay. Is it possible to roll a general investigation check to possibly get any hint on the direction they may have head?
Actually, roll survival.
Okay.
Okay.
18.
5.
21!
Nice.
Okay, so Landlong and Marisol, you both clock um, a set of footprints leading away from this campsite in the mud. And it's going west.
Go west, yon dragoners.
So it is
Yes,
heading
and the
towards
thing.
Norford then.
Cotton drop, we can stop now.
Yeah. So, you
More of
both
a
kind of
sloping
find,
drop. Anyway.
yeah, you both kind of find these deep, wide footprints. A set of them, both kind of stocky and dwarf-like, and they kind of travel a bit clearly through the forest as far as the mud goes.
Oyog is following his own footprints in a circle.
We'll stay on their tracks until we either find them or either find the dwarves themselves or lose the tracks. And if we lose the tracks, then I recommend we head to Norford.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your investigation sort of leads you even sort of out of the forest and into the plains, where the muddy footprints sort of fade away. But the town of Norford is now sort of in view and hard to miss. But going off of your hunch, you continue to ride uh, back into town by the time it gets to be like late afternoon.
Okay.
Okay.
It is also since stopped raining.
Okay. How long will head back to the place we rested at?
The hotel,
Yeah, the hotel.
sure.
And ask the more or less receptionist there that if she knows of any good places to like sell gold and jewelry and the like.
Well, I do reckon there is a pawn shop, but they are currently closed for today.
Do you know why or just because?
I don't. It's not my business to know why they choose to close. That's just what they do.
Okay. Can I get the directions to that just so I can check it out?
Of course. And then she quickly recites some directions across this street and that, and gives you a general idea where it is located.
Okay. Lanlong will then return to the group. So there's a good chance that they may have gone to a pawn shop, though, and the receptionist says it's currently closed. She doesn't know why, but it's a good place to start as any. What do you guys
Why
think?
close?
What do y'all say?
Why closed?
Huh?
Maybe. But I recommend we head there first and take a peek. Who knows, they may close down if they have somebody with enough stuff to sell. And Lanlong and I assume the rest of the party will head towards the pawn shop.
Uh, okay. You follow the directions to the pawn shop, and they turn out to lead you right there. However, the lights are off, and there's a little sign that just says closed.
Lanlong will. Are there any like open stalls around here?
Um, Not really, because it's not like a street market. These are more like actual storefronts with various services having their own buildings.
What's the building across the street from the pawn market, the pawn shop?
Uh, the hoping there'd be like a table for this, but I'll just say it's a leather tanner.
Okay. Landlong will head in there and ask the owner or whoever is working, have you seen these two dwarves go into that building at all recently? And he shows the wanted bounties.
I'm afraid not. I don't think I've ever seen a couple of folks walk in there, but maybe I think I get the feeling there were some dwarves here around, but they certainly didn't enter any shop.
You know where they may have went?
I don't know. Maybe if you'll refresh my memory. And then he just kind of like holds out his hand and does like a little gimme gesture.
Yog
Land,
long.
Landlong cracks his knuckles and with the brass knuckles on, having the electrical energy arc between them. Would you like to rethink that again?
Roll intimidation.
Fingers crossed. 17.
Okay. I think I need a. Yeah, I need a commoner stat block.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop like it's pretty much just all 10s across the board, so
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'm just rolling a d20 then.
yep. Wisdom.
19.
Damn it! Fuck me! Come on!
Oof.
He kind of just looks at your knuckles and then sort of like pulls out something from underneath the desk, and he sort of points it at you. It looks like a magic wand.
Uh-oh. Oh no, is
I don't-
Langlaw gonna lose his name again?
Is Wayne Long gonna get his ass kicked by Harry Potter?
You know what? I've been waiting to test this out. Do you want to see what it does?
Oh no.
Question is, who's faster, me or you?
Oh no.
And the moment he threatens Landlong, Yog just kind of puts his hand on his shoulder and moves in front. And he, Yog, with his dagger, stabs it right to the guy's hand.
You're actually stabbing his hand.
Yes, the hand that held the wand.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Oh no, we're gonna go into combat.
No, it's a commoner.
That's 15 sound.
That hits. Yeah, you stab him right in the hand, and he drops the wand, and he just screams out in pain.
Give information now, or Yog make worse.
Marisol goes to pick up the wand that he dropped.
Okay, he's just kind of like quivers, like, all right, we're fine. There were a few dwarves around here. They tried to go inside today, but the store's closed. They wouldn't let them in. I don't know where they went.
That's not something to stab or attack people over, guys. Come on.
To be fair, he was trying to extort me for information. I don't like that.
Man, threaten Landlong. Landlong's been through enough. He says he takes the dagger out of the guy's hand.
Jeez, I mean,
I cast Healing Word on the commoner's wound.
okay, since it was a non-lethal attack, because Yog stabs his hand, it's a good thing he survived. But
One, then?
well, yeah, you heal him rather well. The gash on his hand now closes up and clears. Like, whew. Oh, all right, fine. Look, I told you everything I know, and your friend healed me up here, so I won't tell the gods about this. All right, just don't. All right.
We're leaving. Don't worry. Maybe think about trying not to extort people next time. And Landlong leaves, pulling Yogg with him.
Yogg just kind of goes with him.
Marisol just turns to the commoner, just an apologetic look on his face as she left. Oh yeah, she still has his wand.
Yeah.
He bets.
Well, okay. Let's see.
I don't
He
think
does.
he noticed. Like, did he notice?
It doesn't. He doesn't seem to have noticed. He's more reeling about this little altercation that occurred.
This big fuck off turtle just stabbed him in the hand.
Yeah,
got
he's yeah.
He
So,
was too
Think
focused
about-
on he was too focused on being stabbed in the hand that he didn't notice that he was pretty much mugged.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We didn't even
currently,
need to mug him.
yeah,
Hey, I didn't
currently,
say it was lawful good.
well, your actions decide your alignment, not the other way around. But anyway, it seems like he hasn't noticed that you have the wand.
Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it.
God damn it!
Let's take it.
Alright.
We never said we were the heroes of the story. We're just characters in the story.
Anyway, wait, what? What was
Landlong's chaotic good, so he'd be down for you taking it.
So it's Yogg.
neutral good? So I kind of like to follow the law, but if I have to break it,
Is it really breaking it if he doesn't notice?
Also, the lawful doesn't necessarily mean like the law of the land. It could just mean like a set of code, like a personal code.
that is true, I guess. Anyway, you two are so lucky you're not in trouble, or that. If you were, I wouldn't have been able to grab this, she says, pulling the wand out of her boot pocket.
Oh, nice.
Mary.
You know what it does? Because he threatened me with it, and I'm honestly curious if it would have hurt or not.
It's a wand. Do you not know that wands help amplify magic?
Well, he looked like a commoner, so looked like a normal person who can really cast any magic, so I figured the thing itself held the magic.
I mean, could we
I mean,
try an Arcana check to see what if this is supposed to be a special wand or if it's just like amplifying magic?
A what check?
Well, you would
Arcana.
you would actually you would need the identify spell to
Yep.
tell you what it does, or you could just test it out and use it.
Alright.
No,
Alright.
Y'all can take a
Test it out.
punch.
I'm not gonna use Moonbeam because I don't want to vaporize anybody again. This time.
Just
Well, okay, so you give the wand a swish and a flick, and
flick.
and three sort of streaks of magic sort of course out of it, and then they all just crash into this nearby like wheelbarrow, spilling a bunch of apples all over the street. That spell, I mean, so that wand casts magic missile.
Yeah.
Marisol
I'm gonna go-
slowly pockets the wand back into her boot.
I'm going to be honest. I expected you to be like cabbages. Like cabbages just roll out of it.
Yep.
Nah, apples, mate. Anyway, I'm gonna add
My
that.
apples!
I was wondering when you were gonna make an Avatar reference.
Yeah, nice. So that's what would have happened.
Yogg no think he could survive that.
Yeah, easily.
At the very least, well, that doesn't really prove much. Since, well, I have innate magic, but I'm not.
That's-
But I'm not
that's-
letting either one of you. I'm not trusting either one of you with this, okay?
I mean, that's fair, and it's probably best for you to have it anyways. I mean, we're best for close range combat anyways. Having that thing would probably be a pain in the ass.
So the girls are the magic experts, and the boys are not.
Yes.
Yes, we're the punchy experts.
No.
Punchy expert.
Landlord is the punchy expert. Yog is the chud expert.
Bonk.
Well, we now
Why
have
do
the
you think Hocus
information.
Bunkus?
Kill him.
You naughty wackus bunkus! Someone else watches horrible histories, or someone else watches TikTok.
Yep, not me.
Well, now we know that they were here. We just don't know where the fuck they fucked off to.
Could
As far
be,
as we know, they could still very well be in the city. So
could be waiting for a store to open.
yeah.
I'm trying to check my spell screen. Stop going back to the old thing. Okay.
I just added the magic missile spell in there for the wand.
Grazie.
And the description of the item is in your feature list on the bio.
Alright. Find familiar. I'm guessing my familiar would be the horse.
Familiars are usually like small creatures, like bats, owls, cats.
Hey,
I want to find my familiar at this point. Now.
All right, so
Anyway.
so you guys are. It's a late afternoon, maybe like 5 p.m. You've gotten Landlong. You've tried to get that information, and now walked away with a small lead and a magic item. So what now?
Landlong will head back to the hotel because if they're staying in the city, then there's a good chance that they're going to try to stay in a hotel.
is there like a place to stay closer to the pawn shop?
Okay. I guess anybody can roll. Okay, what is your guys? Okay, so what's each of your guys' intelligence modifier?
0.
2.
2.
I'm guessing for y'all that's -2.
-2, yes.
Okay. So
It's like this
surprisingly,
cool little bit. It's like this cool little almost bell curve.
yeah. So I think Indunia would be the first to mention this. Is like if the shop is closed today, and if these dwarves want to go to the pawn shop, then it's very likely that they'll try to visit it tomorrow when it's open.
Yeah.
So I guess tonight we just hang out here.
And Long is in patience sort. He just wants to find them now. But the logic makes sense to him, so yeah, I guess we should just hit up the hotel we stayed in last time and get up early to try to come to the pawn shop. Is there a time, like any sort of timesheet thing around the pawn shop to indicate what time it opens?
Something like around 8 p.m., which is 8 a.m., which is the I guess the standard for shops opening in the morning.
Alright.
Okay.
So I'm guessing for now it's free time.
Yeah, you have a few hours before the sun goes down, I suppose.
Hey, Yog, while we're waiting around, we should go check out if Chud is done.
Chud! And he just starts happily clapping. Like chud, 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 chud.
And Landlong and Yog will go to the artificer.
Okay. You both make your way back to John de Kessel's workshop.
Is there a
And
library around here?
um, in a big city, you can probably assume that there is, but if you want to find it, you can roll either a flat charisma or an investigation roll.
Charisma. Okay. Oh, charisma or investigation.
But first, we'll touch up on Yog and
Glorious.
Nanlong. Yeah. So you guys head back to Jan de Kessel's workshop. He is at work on building some thingamabob. But then when he notices that you guys walk in, he's just like, "Ah, there are some familiar faces. You're just in time. You've made good time. I've finished the modifications to your
Chud.
yeah, yes, Judd." And he leans down, picks something up from under the workbench, hoists this giant great club back up, except now it's got like these like etchings along the side that sort of glow like a soft, dull orange. Um, it's like, well, that should do it. I've completed the modifications as you suggested, and yeah. I'll also be needing the replacement back.
Yes, Yog gives back the replacement.
Yep. Okay. Right. So, getting rid of Chud. Yeah. And now, extra day. I'm adding the modification to Chud myself.
It's fine. Also, like when Yog is given Chud back, he just hugs it.
Yay!
It's warm. It's warm to the touch.
I mean, he's cold-blooded, so it doesn't matter to him.
It's still
That
warm.
feels nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If anything, lizards like laying on hot objects. Okay. Well, that seems to be it. Will that be all?
For now, anyways, if we have any more work we might want to get done, we'll come see you.
All right. Well, I do believe that my work here is over. I should probably take a little time to relax. And then he greets you good day and then closes up his shop.
Yeah.
And then leaves you guys on your own for a bit. And now switch to Marisol again.
Charisma or intelligence check, right?
Charisma or investigation.
Investigation.
So, yeah.
Darn.
You managed to find directions to the local library, but it's not very direct. It's rather circuitous. So you kind of like go back and forth, up and down these pathways you don't really need to, and spend a bit more time than you would like trying to find it. But eventually, you do find this rather large library, open to the public. Open to the public, not really restricted by most measures. And yeah, there's just all these different sections and places to look at as you arrive. There are a few people bustling about.
I'm mainly there to like try to figure out what this wand is about.
Okay.
There's like a history, not a history of wand work, but I don't know, wands for dummies. As
Hey,
someone who has had, as someone who's been able to use magic without the use of a wand for a long time, using a wand, I don't know, it kind of feels
weird.
So,
yes.
yeah, so roll an investigation check with advantage, I think.
With advantage.
Yes.
11. Good, the
Okay.
alternative would have been 3.
You find a rather small, simple tome about how the fundamentals of magic sort of operate. You sort of find this section and you learn about like magical focuses or foci, which serve as the material component for almost every spell. Material components can either come in the form of wands, staves, or rods. Like classic wizardry accoutrements. But holy classes like clerics and paladins, like Induna can use a holy symbol as their focus, or druids use a druidic focus, like it's like a special like sacred druidy object that they use to cast their spells. Some wands or some of these focuses come with the innate ability to cast spells without expending the user's magical resources. So, for example, with like this wand, you sort of like cross-reference and sort of knowing what you know. This wand allows you to cast a spell without using any spell slots a limited number of times per day, and the charges reach sort of they uh they regenerate each day at like sunrise. But if you try to use the object while it's out of charges, you risk destroying it.
So it's kind of like us, like we need to use a long rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to find someone who, I don't know, could provide more information.
Uh, yeah, so you sort of look up from your book, and as fate would have it, you spy a familiar red-headed human with a pair of glasses.
Oh, hi.
Oh, I I didn't expect you to be in here. This is certainly fortuitous.
Yeah, I guess. So how have you been?
I've been doing all right. I've just recently finished up a job for a client. Rather proud of my handiwork on that one.
That's good.
Uh, yeah, I I suppose it has been. Yes, it's been really good so far. What about you?
I'm I'm actually in the middle of a job for a client myself, trying to
Really?
find a guy to.
Oh, uh, um, that's sounds exciting.
Yep, I actually came across something recently, trying to look up more information on it.
Really now. And then he notices the one in your hands, like, is that it?
It's it's a wand. I don't think I don't think I've ever used a wand before. Up until now, I've been using my druidic focus to produce magic, but this has a certain this is a certain spell that, well, to be honest, to I need to learn how to use properly, or else I blow up another cart of apples.
I may be able to help there. You so do you know what this wand does? And he sort of like holds it in his hands and examines it really closely, holds it up to his eye.
Hmm.
Actually, he sort of uh like snaps his finger and like this little circle of magic like appears over his eye as he looks at it. It's like, oh yes, I see. Oh, a wand of magic missile. It's a fairly common wand to come across.
Also, that's what that spell does.
Yes, it's a rather interesting spell where it doesn't miss its target, but the damage is a little negligible, but still very interesting.
What target? I was aiming at nothing. I
Well,
mean,
mm, well, it has to hit something, I suppose. Magic is funny like that.
I've been doing magic for as long as I can remember it. You think I'd know? You think I'd know it at this point?
That's the thing about magic, or any field of research, I suppose, is that there's so much to learn. You can never possibly unearth it all. I mean, I've been studying it myself. I've been learned to learned how to harness the power with all my research and engineering, but some people can just cast it like the day when they were born. Isn't that something?
Yeah,
Or
that
even,
is.
but still, I'm glad to have the skills that I do now. I like helping people with my knowledge.
Perhaps you could help me further with this?
Maybe. What do you have in mind?
I don't know, maybe a, a tutoring session.
If I could, I could do that. Um, yeah. So I suppose as this is going on, what are Lang Long and Yok doing again?
And Long, at this point, probably paid for a hotel room and trying to work with the fruit he got a day or two ago and starting to try to make booze with it.
Okay.
Uh, Yog is sitting in the hotel room with Lanlong, just hugging, uh, just hugging Chud.
Okay. What kind of tools do you have, Lang Long?
You got the brewer supplies.
All right. Yeah. Give me a check with that using. Hmm. If these are fruits that you've never seen before, I think use wisdom.
Got straight wisdom.
Uh, well, wisdom with proficiency because you're proficient with the brewing supplies.
Okay, so that would be d20 plus 6. Hey, burp. Ooh, 14.
14. Um, yeah, the which fruit are you using to start off with?
And let's see, which fruits do. I think I'll start with the Drake fruit.
Okay. You start making this I guess tonic out of the pulp and start fermenting the juices. Um, it takes a little while to get going, but once you taste it, it tastes very sharp and kind of potent. Like it kind of smells like it would be one thing, but then it tastes totally different.
That's interesting. Nice.
Yeah. I'll say you use up two fruit doing that.
Kip.
You have six of each.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
4. And gammon. Right. And I just put down a bottle of Drake booze as a.
Sure.
And I think that'll be like just Lan Long's time just trying to make booze from this his fruits that he got.
Okay. Uh, if you're gonna make some more, go ahead and roll another check like that.
Ooh. Apparently he chose his some rotten fruit.
Oof.
Uh, yeah. So you waste two fruit, and it's just juice. It's not even alcohol at all.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And he'll probably do one last set before.
Mhm. All right. So you create using just one fruit. You create this tantalizing aroma, and as you taste it, you feel something occur within your body. It feels like you are extra limber, extra like your joints feel especially loose and uh like yeah, like very not sure how to describe it, but you feel limber. That's the best way I can put it right now.
Okay.
Okay.
If Long at least wanted to try his hand at making booze of each one and see how well he did, and you gotta love that. From a natural 1 to a natural fucking 20.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes. Anywho, um yeah, so it starts to get dark about like 8 p.m. Um things start to sort of settle down in the city. And Marisol, Jan de Kessel has offered to
Wait, what's his name again?
either
Sorry.
Jan de Kessel, Jande Kessel. Don't worry, you'll probably see his his full written name soon enough. As he has offered to either walk you back to where you are staying or uh, start this training that you suggested. And just walking down the street, you notice something. You and him both notice something terrible. And as for Yog and Leilong, what are your passive perceptions?
My passive is 16.
I don't believe my passive perception is 16. Hold on.
I think mine is 14.
Wait, no, what am I doing? It's on my character code. What am I doing over there?
Okay, well, anyway, so
Passive is 13.
okay, so Landlong,
Mm-hmm.
you you catch the smell of smoke, the sounds of screaming, and a faint glow from outside. Marisol, you see a building engulfed in flames, and Yonta Kessel's face is completely mortified.
That sucks, mate.
Am I allowed to cast Tidal Wave?
Uh, certainly can. Yeah, so you run up to the up to the front of his workshop, and you just grasp your druidic focus and summon this deluge of water to crash down in front of you and smother some of the flames. Um, the front door is mostly extinguished, as thick black smoke starts to roll, and then give me a perception check.
20.
That's with advantage, but a 13 would still cut it. You see humanoid shapes in the building, in the building, within the flames. They're not screaming. They don't look in pain, but you know they still shouldn't be there.
They're dead, aren't they?
No, they're standing.
Okay. She just runs up. She just runs up to them. Are they are they are they aware of what's happening?
Um, so you're running into the shop?
Yep.
Outfit is currently on fire.
Yeah.
I'm
You
water.
Well, you did also that tidal wave did also extinguish a good amount of the fire, so you run into the workshop and you see these figures. Their faces are contorted into like pain or fear, but they're not screaming. In fact, everything about them is cold and rough and coarse like stone, and yet they're still walking. And as they notice you enter the shop, they start moving toward you.
Towards me, you said.
Yes. Let's roll initiative.
Alright.
How far away are we from the frickin' workshop?
Not very far. At least a
Okay.
block or so.
Roll
And
initiative. How do I do that again?
so the on your sheet there should be like a little shield-shaped button. It should be right next to there.
You also need your little character icon thing on there, so you can
Yes.
click it. It'll turn up in
Shield
turn
button
order.
where?
Actually, yeah. Hold on.
Trying to find it.
Yeah. So, So first, take your character from the little newspaper button and drag it onto
Got it.
the yeah.
Ah, come on.
All right. And then
There's initiative. There we go.
yes.
Yeah, same number. Nice.
Okay. So we're
Sorry.
gonna have Yogg and Langlong both start their turn here,
16. Yes.
and it will take them a while. However, we're also gonna say that Ndunia joins the fight at some point.
All right.
To initiative. 14.
Okay. And now. I gotta give all these guys rolls.
Here I thought that these were people in danger.
It could be zombies.
Can't be faulted for that.
We're heroes. And heroes try to protect people.
Also,
Well, we're
And not
supposed to be.
spiders for some reason.
yes. Let's also add Ndunia on. Okay, so Landlong, since you're in the building, if you're in the hotel and you want to get to this workshop, you're gonna have to spend your entire turn getting over there.
I mean, yeah, luckily I'm a fucking monk, so
Yes.
dashing 80 feet.
Yes. So
Away we go.
place your token right there.
Right where? Right
Right.
over there. Yep.
Okay. Marisol. It's
Yep.
your turn.
All right.
She's getting to...
All right. So, trying to remember what is weak against rock.
Grass, water.
Trick.
I think you'd be much strong against rock.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah, strong against rock. All right.
Fighting type.
This guy's the closest to me. I'm gonna try to do thunder.
Fighting is super effective.
Lightning is super effective.
Fighting.
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 Like Monk Punchy.
Alright. But then again,
But-
I'm not very confrontational. I don't have much of a weapon except for my quarterstaff.
Yeah. I'm going to guess you were going to say Thunderwave? Thunderclap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best option. Sun-based is always best against
Let's see.
steam enemies.
Wait, I need to be.
It's 5 feet, but you can move up there. Okay. The statue will make a con save. 20. It succeeds, but yeah. Since you're using a cantrip, it doesn't take any damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I have any bonus actions?
I don't believe anything useful at the moment.
Darn. Alright, so who's next?
It is this animated statue, and
Honey
it is,
McStone face.
it's going to use its action to continue searching the workshop, ignoring Marisol entirely.
Wait, which? Okay, that one. Yogg's turn.
Yes, Yogg.
Time to spend my
He's all
entire
the way
turn
over
doing.
there.
Yes. Yeah, so you're big, but you're still kind of speedy, and you can make it to the workshop within 6 seconds. So
Yeah.
you just place yourself down right next to Lang, and we'll call it that.
Alright, where's Indunia, by the way? I don't see her piece.
She is what? I thought I rolled initiative for her.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Yeah, actually, I know why. So yeah, give me 1 second. All right.
There she is.
Yeah.
17.
All right. Let's see. There is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. We'll say that she's also arrived. So yeah, they're all starting there. Um, and then another statue. Which one is it? It's that one. This one is just going to slowly march over to Marisol.
And then this one.
And then
Also by the
that one,
entrance.
yes, gonna move in, and he's going to try and hit Indunia with its stony fist.
I'm Indunia now?
I mean, I'm sorry, Marisol. Does a
Alright.
13 hit?
Alright, what do I roll to,
What is your armor class?
13.
That just hits. Um, so, oh, come on,
Oh,
it crits and
Some
deals
big oof damage.
9 points of bludgeoning. I am sorry.
So, question: does Yogg see that? Does anyone on my party see that? By the way,
Probably not, considering how far away we are.
I'm
Yeah,
not
the
too
last.
far from the entrance though.
Uh,
you
okay,
can just
so
say, like, scream out when you're hit, and then
yeah,
suddenly we all hear it.
yeah, that would be enough. So yeah, you guys would know that Marisol is in the building.
And then they see this guy.
Yes. Yeah, Jan will act, but it's not his turn yet.
Did you roll
Uh,
initiative for him?
I did. I'm just keeping track of it privately. Okay.
Okay.
This this other animated statue is searching the warehouse. He is not going to be fighting. Um, Marisol, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 14.
You catch a glimpse of this statue, and it looks a little familiar. It's tall, it's slender, it's a bit androgynous, but you get this odd feeling. Anyway, another statue searching the warehouse.
Oh,
Another
is
statue,
that the one guy that we saw at the swamp that I
maybe.
interrogated?
Um, uh, it's the another statue searching the warehouse, and it's this one statue that's right next to Marisol. So he's also gonna try and punch, and he
Ouch.
rolled a 21
Oof.
for 4 points of bludgeoning.
Okay. I'm getting weaker.
Yes. Now it's Jan de Kessel's turn. He runs up to the side of the store, of the entrance of the store. Oh, what stores does he know?
What level is this dude?
You don't know.
Strong enough.
Oh boy.
So you guys watch as he like reaches into his bag, and he grabs this little bottle of something, and he just throws it at this statue across the way. Let's see if it hits. 18, yeah, that'll definitely hit without modifiers. So the bottle crashes against this statue, and you hear like this caustic sizzling noise as acid starts to eat away at the stone. Dealing
It's an
5 acid
alchemist,
damage.
10
then.
damage.
Yes. Okay. How much does? Yes. All right. Landlong's turn.
Okay. Fortunately, still would need to dash to get my keister up here. So that is what I will do.
Okay.
Mostly being a secondary target, so Marisol doesn't get her face stomped in.
Can you use a key point to attack?
And do I? Oh, I know. Yep, I do have Step of the Wind. Yep. So I will do that. I'll do my Step of the Wind to use a key point to hop, skip, and jump right over here.
Okay, so you dash as a bonus action to get yourself there.
Yep.
Then you still have your main action.
Yep. I'll make 2 attacks. Oof. Bugger me.
You miss.
Critical 1. Oh.
Yeah.
And a 2.
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you realize you're punching a statue.
Well, I'm using my blade, but my staff, but
blade.
still.
Okay, well, yeah, nothing happens. You just miss.
Okay. And 16?
16 will hit.
Kitty. 11 points of slashing. Unfortunately, it is not magical, and considering that these dudes are stone, they're probably resistant to it, unfortunately.
Well, that's what happens. Okay,
And then that one my turn because I already used my bonus action to dash.
yes, that would be your turn. Now would be Dunia's turn. Let's see what she do.
Dash.
Oh yeah, she's the other healer. I need healing.
You do.
She'll move.
Move it, schmovin', shoot the schmovin'.
Rather minimalist spell list. She is going to cast Bless on Yogg, Laglong, and Marisol.
What do?
It's Bless. So, whenever you guys make an attack roll or a saving throw, you can add a D4 to the result.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah. That's before the DM says if it's a fail or success, right?
Well, yeah, you roll your attack or save, and then the D4, and then that determines what that is.
Okay.
Okay. Now it is Marisol's turn.
Alright. I'm still pretty weak. I'm gonna. Lightning can strike against rock, right?
It also disengaged to
Run away.
get your landlong.
What?
Run away.
Okay, so what Travis is suggesting is that if you use the disengage action, you can just move out of the way and they won't be able to attack you. Or you can use your action to cast a spell or something.
Alright, I wanted to cast another spell.
Alright, let's hear it.
And like I'm saying, I'm asking a call lightning would be effective.
You can cast it, yes.
Alright.
Alright, so yeah, hit the spell for me.
And at what level? Level 3 is the minimum I can cast it at.
Yes. Ooh, alright. So both these statues need to make a save.
Everybody deck!
Quack.
They both succeed. However, since this isn't a cantrip, they will both take half that amount. So half of 17. We'll just round it to 8. Yeah, you deal 8 lightning damage to these two.
So yeah, 18
As
and then 19. So
yeah,
half
this
of
giant Yeah.
have a 19 rounded up to 9, I think.
No, those are their ability saves. So,
Oh, okay.
you rolled 17 damage. We're rounding it to 8
Okay.
because it's half. Yeah. So you cause this big lightning bolt to crash through the already burning ceiling and strike just behind these two to catch them both. And now, uh, statue gonna keep searching. Yogg, it's your turn.
If I took the dash action, could I get up to land long or no?
What's your movement speed?
That is a whopping 30.
Yeah, you could make it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move up to here. And that'll be my action.
Yeah. It doesn't. When
I mean, I
does
could rage.
yeah? When does unarmored movement take place?
I mean,
Oh, fast
Marisol's
movement.
hurt, obviously.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you're, oh yeah, you're, yeah, you have fast
Natural one.
movement, so you could make it right up to there.
So yeah, I think we're gonna rage on my next turn.
Okay.
I mean, you can rage as a bonus action.
I know, but
Okay.
if I rage on my next turn, that would just mean, I believe. I mean, right now would be a waste of a turn, 6 seconds.
Right. Okay then. So if that's it, then it's this statue that's right in front of you guys. Gonna make an attack against Lang Long. 14.
Miss.
Okay. This one that's next to the other one next to Marisol is actually going to move up to Yogg and do the same. 23
That hits.
for 6 bludgeoning.
Ooh. So it's like a slam attack?
Yeah, he's just kind of like hitting you, punching you, but he's also
So
made of stone. So
he gives the Yogg a good, like, punch to the cheek. And essentially.
basically,
Okay.
yeah.
You seem serious.
Yeah, and another one searches. Another one searches. Another one searches. And this one next to Marisol. 21.
Oh no. How much damage?
8. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm at 6 hit points, damn it.
Jesus.
Right.
You need to get Mary Soul out of there.
Okay. Seeing this unfold, Jan reaches into his satchel again, and he calls inside the building, Marisol, catch! And then he
What?
throws a bottle at you. Make a dex check real quick.
Dexterity check, dexterity check, dexterity check. Not a saving throw, right? Just a check.
Just the check.
8.
It's enough to catch this bottle of warm red liquid.
Oh shit, a healing potion!
All right. He throws that to you as his turn, and now it's Lane Long.
Okay, there we go. Then Long will swing his blade at the one in front of him. 21 to hit.
Sure, that hits.
For 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
The first one would be a 13 plus.
13 misses, 24 hits.
Well, I double clicked it.
Right.
Would 15 hit?
All right. Thing about Bless is that everybody forgets they have Bless. 15 still wouldn't hit though.
Yeah.
Okay, so 16 is their AC. And punch-a-do. 25 to hit.
25 hit definitely hits. That's 15 damage, and you completely crumble the statue into pieces.
The fighting type is effective against rock type.
All right. Indunia, she uses her action to move up. I guess she will she can't move close enough to heal Marisol, but she will cast Spiritual Weapon, the one beside Marisol. We'll just use. I picked the wrong color for that. I don't suppose you guys can see that faint blue sword.
I can see it.
Barely.
All right.
I'm gonna highlight it again so you know where it is.
Well, let's see. The 16 will still hit. Deals 10 force damage to that statue. The 16. Yeah, this one also crumbles.
Damn.
All right, Marisol, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I drink the potion that I was just tossed?
Yes.
It's recommended, actually.
Okay.
Okay, so.
So how much? I guess, and like I said, from what I've heard, it's a healing potion, right?
Usually, yes. That's what the big red ones do. So let's see. Gotta find the formula for this. Yeah, so roll. Okay, and actually I'll just do that. Slash roll 24. You regain 12 HP.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, now these other statues are starting to actually take notice. And one of them moves closer.
Through the fire.
Yes. The fire doesn't hurt him. He's made of stone. Yogg.
Okay, I'm gonna rage.
Go ahead.
And with new and improved Chud, Yogg is gonna take the biggest swing of his life at this statue.
Okay.
20 for
yes. You deal that many damage.
15. And so Yogg with just this roars like, ah!
11 bludgeoning and 6 fire damage.
Yes. Yeah, you bring Chud down and you smash it really hard, and there's this huge crack of stone. It's still standing, however, but you did deal a pretty hefty blow. In fact, it's that statue's turn. He's going to try and hit Yogg with 6. He misses.
So just tries to punch at Yogg into this weakened state. It's like, boom!
All right. This other statue starts to move in, looking a little familiar in the firelight. Next one is, oh, that was that one, yeah. Oh, yeah. Then this one actually going to move over this way, as is this one. Yeah, okay. And now it's the this other, it's Shianda Kessel's turn. He's going to move into the building, and he's actually going to staunch some of the flames by throwing this bubbly substance all over the flames. It extinguishes his building to some degree, but at least makes the area a bit safer for you guys.
Nice.
Thanks.
All right.
Oh, yes.
Landlong, your turn.
Yep. Landlong will. Hello.
I don't know why I imagine Landlong just saying, "Hello, Clarice."
Okay. So real quick,
Mhm.
has Landlong met the double agent like face to face?
I think the only one that's met him face to face was
Was Mary.
Mary Soul.
Mary.
Yeah. So Landlong, you don't recognize the statue. Well, you didn't
Yep.
recognize any of them, so why would you? So
Yep. The 26 to hit
26 hits.
for 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Uh-huh.
11 slashing damage.
Okay.
And 1 across the jaw. 18 to hit. For a total of 12 damage.
Yeah, you lay into this thing and almost destroy it in one combo, but it's still up. Just
Oh, it's
barely.
trying in one combo, you say?
Yeah.
Let's continue the combo.
Not really.
Flurry of blows.
This is why you don't challenge a monk.
Yeah. So with this one final hit, you destroy the torso, pulverize it into dust as the head and the limbs all scatter to the ground.
Well, there goes the
Inanimate.
double agent.
Well, Landlong wouldn't know.
Unfortunately, somebody had to go off by themselves and talk to him.
And now it's Indunia's turn.
Sorry, in the middle
I
of
mean,
a
y'all created like the best distraction anyone could ask for.
combat. Anyway,
Indunia's gonna move in and cast Sacred Flame on that statue right there. Sacred Flame, and it takes a dex, makes a dex
Just
save.
add more fire to the fire.
It's holy fire. It succeeds, however. So it does not, even holy fire can't do that. But now it's Marisol's turn. Oh, I forgot.
huh?
Bonus action. I forgot. Her sword is gonna move as her bonus action to hit this other one. Spiritual weapon for 3 force damage. Okay, now it's Marisol's turn.
All right. I am gonna move further into the fire. This guy is still standing, right?
Yes.
I would like to remind you how much health you have.
It's okay. She drank a potion.
I am going to a tidal wave. We're still near the fire as well, so I can definitely. Tidal wave would also hit him, right?
Yes.
14.
You do 14 bludgeoning damage, but he's gonna make the save. Okay,
16.
so he beats the save. Let me see the spell description. Okay. A successful save will take half damage, but isn't prone. Okay, so he will take 7 damage, and will still keep standing. However, you do also extinguish this boya. Okay. And now, if that's all, it'll be this statue's turn. We'll go up and attempt to hit Lemma. 19.
Unfortunately, that hits.
8.
Oof. Because these bastards just keep rolling max damage, don't they?
And
Okay, that hurt. You're going to die next.
Yeah, this guy, that guy, murder, right in front of Chud. That's
12 does
12
not
to
hit.
hit.
12 doesn't hit.
Wait, That's
Oh,
less
yeah, that you do.
24.
Roll d4. Yeah, d4.
2.
Not enough.
God damn it.
Uh,
I don't
actually,
have anything else I could do besides.
well, you do. You are level 5, so you have extra attack, right?
No, I got one in.
Multi-classed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you multi-classed, so yeah, I guess that's it then. It's that statue's turn to return the favor. Yeesh.
He fucking socks Yogg right in the face.
Or 3 halves to 2. Yeah. All right. The statue in front of Marisol is now going to act with a slam. Deal 6, so it misses. All right. And this next statue goes through one of the warehouse's back doors and vanishes from sight. All right. Yon to Kessel. It's his turn. He's going to move. He'll grab some of the loose bolts and screws that are on his desk, and he just like imbues them with magic as he flings them with rapidity at the statue in front of Marisol, and misses.
Oh.
I was about to say, is he basically making a small grenade?
Well, he's an
A
artificer,
nail
so
bomb.
not quite a bomb. It's more like a catapult,
Mm.
Yep.
mini catapult. But that's
Maybe.
all he can do. It's Landlong's turn.
By
When
the
he
way,
has level, he
Langlong, I
should
was gonna
literally
say-
have access to catapult.
By the way,
Oh,
Langlong, I was
yeah,
gonna
so.
say, well, you were the one who went to go off on his own, and that's my fault somehow, I guess.
You're the one who went off alone to the dude.
You were the one who stayed behind for rest.
You went off secretly.
All right. Well, all right. Well, hold on. This is not like something that should. I mean, this is out of character right now, but like, come on.
Anyway, let's keep going. Ow.
19 to hit.
Yes.
10 points of slashing damage.
Yes. And
And
down it goes. Oh wait. Oh,
Oh.
actually, my bad.
was 10 enough, or
No, I was mistaken. I forgot that I thought that this was the one that was on fast legs, but then I moved a second one up. So continue. Okay, so you deal. All right, so 10 misses.
and bless won't help me with that. So
No, it won't.
23 for 13.
So that's a total of that. Okay.
Let's expend one more key point. Lightning Knuckles. 26.
And that destroys it all at once.
There we go.
Okay. Indunia. Well, I guess she'll use her to start. She'll use her bonus action to use the sacred weapon or spiritual weapon.
I love how Langlong said that was the one to die next, and the one that me and Indunia's secret weapon are fighting didn't die.
Langlong is OP.
I mean, he does have a full combo to go off multiple attacks before level. Multiple attacks is very good, but yeah, the spiritual weapon misses. How injured is Yogg?
I mean, a bruised cheek, but only missing 8 HP.
You know what? Yeah, let's she'll cast Cure Wounds for that, and heal 8.
He's back up to full.
Alright. Now then.
And yeah, now it's Marisol's turn.
Can't you just use magic missile wand?
All right. I don't know how well that's gonna do, but
Yeah, so just click. Yeah, yeah. So you automatically deal 2 force damage to this thing. It's a crackle of energy, but it's still up.
I mean, I just got this thing. I just started learning how to use this thing. That's not surprising that I only was able to deal
And-
2 damage.
Oh wait, actually, magic missile is it does that multiple times. So click the button 2 more times.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So all 3 of your missiles hit and deal a total of 12 points, which is pretty good. Yeah, that'll take it out.
All right.
Okay,
Yogg.
it's the bottom of the ninth. 1 out, or no, 2 outs, 3 home. Yogg's gotta take it. Yogg's taking the swing.
Wrestling the base.
21
21 hits.
for 14.
And yeah, I think that'll be enough to take it out too.
Yeah, and Yogg just swings at this thing's head.
And then the last one is just somewhere.
It ran away.
It ran to the back of the warehouse. As its turn will pass, and then Jan is actually just gonna he's gonna use his whole movement to dash. It's like he's in the back. I can't let it yeah, he's like protesting. And he uses his full turn to dash.
All right, Leglong's turn.
Yes.
Yep. So he said there is something in the back.
Yeah, Jan de Kessel has been he called out that the last one has moved to the back of his warehouse. Also,
Okay.
these rectangles are just like waist high tables.
So
Littered
can I theoretically just jump over them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Okay, so I'll have.
I don't know why.
I assume I have to make multiple to jump over. Well, to be fair, I really need
I'll
to
just say
jump
one
over.
check. I'll just say one
Okay.
check.
Acrobatics 19.
Yeah, you can easily vault over these tables with ease.
Is the other one on the map green, or is it like somewhere in the back? Because I do not see it.
Yeah, because you can't see the back of the warehouse. But
I'm just
you
wondering.
saw the entrance. The door is over here.
Okay. If I run over this way, do I cross the fire or no? Am I good?
You won't.
Okay. Then I'll end my turn right here.
Okay.
I would say Dunya kills Marisol.
Yeah, that's exactly what she's gonna do.
All right.
4, 5.
All right. I'm gonna try to do an acrobatics check so I can at least put out this last bit of fire and get close to it.
All right. If you want to cross over the tape, yeah. All right. 14 will do it.
And entire wave.
Okay. All the fire has been extinguished. You can move your token as far as you want, or as far as your movement speed will allow.
All right. So this last bit of fire is extinguished now.
Yes. Hold on one second. Yeah. So you would be right about there since that's where your movement speed went. Okay, Yogg's turn.
Well, I'm gonna do an acrobatics. Let's see if the do an acrobatics check. Let's see if Yogg can do what these two have done.
7.
Yeah, no. If you want to cross the tables, but can't make the skill check, you'll have to treat it as difficult terrain.
which is 10 feet.
Yeah, so yeah,
That would literally be right next to my soul.
yeah. Yogg just clambers up onto the table, knocks some stuff around, takes his time, and then lands on the other side of it.
Sure.
You alright?
He just spreads out his arms and like, Shada! Not the most graceful of creatures.
You alright?
Yogg's fine.
Good.
Right.
Yogg, he got shot again.
I see.
All right. Next is the statue's turn.
Who is somewhere back here?
Well, he emerges from the back room,
Oh.
and in its arms is a large box with a large wooden box in his hands.
I don't know.
All right, Landlong, it's your turn.
Okay. Does Alchemist say anything, or does he notice?
Yeah, he sees the box in the statue's hands. It's like, don't let him escape with that.
Is it okay if he drops it?
Please do not. That would be very dangerous.
Just fucking explosives.
You don't know.
Yes. Okay, so.
So I guess the first move of action is to get that box away from that statue.
Yeah. Can I do a disarm action, Green?
Without a weapon, or no, you do have a weapon.
Yes.
Okay. A creature can use a weapon attack to knock a weapon or another item from the target's grasp. The attacker makes an attack roll contested by the target's strength or acrobatics.
Ooh.
If the attacker wins the contest, the attack causes no damage or other ill effect, but the defender drops the item. The attacker has disadvantage on this attack roll if the target is holding the item with 2 or more hands. Okay.
Which I assume it is.
Yes. Okay, so you're going to go up and you're going to use one of your attacks to do this, but you'll just do an attack roll.
Yep. At disadvantage, or?
Yes.
Okay. Disadvantage. Double fives.
Okay, so and 14. It holds onto the item.
Well, actually, I do have the bless, so.
Oh, that's right.
16.
Roll 1 bless.
Yeah.
Everyone forgets they have bless.
Yeah, so you just sort of do the swipe maneuver, and the box sort of clatters onto the table beside you. Nothing else happens, but the statue is now empty-handed.
Yep. So now it's empty-handed. Second attack. 10.
And will miss even with bless.
Yep. And punch. Still on disadvantage.
That also misses.
Yeah,
Oh,
11.
Yeah.
It'd be 11 anyway, so.
Yes.
Other than my turn.
Okay. Rightio.
Somebody come grab the box before this dude does.
All right. Dunia's just going to sprint over to this away. Marisol.
I need to go ahead and make my way over to the box. I'm going to do another acrobatics check.
Okay. So if you want to cross the table, it says it'll be 15 feet, but it's actually going to cost 25 feet of movement.
Okay, and
so you could get about here or here by just by crossing the table.
All right. Is there a spell I can use to grab the box away from the statue now that it's put down?
Yeah, mage hand.
Druids don't get magic or mage hand, but let's
They
see.
don't? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think so. Um,
I think that'd just sort of be a ubiquitous spell all classes can learn.
they don't. Also,
Not magic missile.
I mean, you could.
I cast magic missile on the box. Okay then.
No, don't do that.
I mean, if you want to stop the statue from getting the box, you could just kill the statue. That's a way to do it. Ooh, no, yeah.
All right. Back to here. Ice to rock. That probably ice knife piercing damage. Lang long duck.
Quack.
Where?
The Okay, so the ice knife misses. All right, so
Does it
okay,
Lang long
so
or the statue or both?
both of them. So
Good.
Landlong make a dex save.
Luckily, I'm good at that. Natural 20.
All right, Landlong, you don't take any damage. What's your spell casting DC?
Spell
No, I
casting
don't.
DC.
Damn it to get that.
Yeah.
What was that?
15. It says it on
Okay,
the spell.
oh yeah, so it's 15. Yeah, so you're all right. So yeah,
Oh.
the statue loses the check, and he takes 8 cold damage. Cool.
But I'm ching.
Yes. Yog.
Okay. Let's see the most graceful creature in the world, Yogg, go over the table.
12. He does better.
It's not enough. So the tables are still difficult terrain for you.
Sorry.
He's trying to mimic the sounds that his friend is doing. Aww.
You still have your action though.
So you could dash.
You could.
Why didn't I dash that last turn?
Because he wanted to be cool.
This is true. It's a 30-foot dash, right?
Yes.
Yes. So
I could get right behind Landlong.
okay.
Wait, where's the box?
On
The box
table.
it'll be right here.
So Yogg is gonna go right here. And next turn he'll grab the box.
Okay. The statue for the moment is going to try and attack Landlong again with a 21.
Unfortunate.
6 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Christ, how much blood can Landlong lose?
And it's Landlong's turn.
Oh, time to return the favor. 17.
Hits. That hits.
11. Here. 11. And Bless ain't gonna help that.
Yeah, no.
Ah, fuck me! 11 again.
So wait, hold on. Let's see. So it just took 11.
Hmm.
Not enough to kill.
Yeah, it's still standing.
Did 11 slashing damage, rolled 11, rolled 11. And the damage total that I would have done would have added up to 11.
Yes.
Anyway.
All right. So next is Idunia. She's gonna move on up, spend her last first level slot for Cure Wounds on Landlong.
Oh, goody. 9. I'm not complaining about that. Though, to be fair, I would still survive any attack this dude threw at me. But
I forgot. Jan Kessel's turn. Yeah, so he's gonna move on up, and he's gonna do that same that little acid bottle trick.
To the statue.
Yes. Okay, that will hit without modifiers, and 1d6, I believe. Perfect. All right. More acid dealt to that statue.
That's
Still going. Yeah. Now it's Marisol's turn.
Okay. Fire won't do much damage to rock.
You could try magic missile.
There are 3 people next to him. I don't want to potentially attack my teammates again.
Well, that's the beauty of magic missile. It always hits the target. You can't
Oh.
miss or do a
Alright.
collateral with it. Yeah.
3
So
times, right?
yes. Hit it 3
Also,
times.
you would need to literally be pointing your wand at the other 3.
All right. Yeah. That is
12.
12 points of damage, and that is enough to completely destroy the statue. All right. The fire's mostly put out. The intruders have been dispatched, and the box is safe. Let's go on break for a moment, or maybe wrap it up.
it
What do
up
you guys do?
seems.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Actually, yeah. We'll call it for now. This is where we'll pick up. 2 weeks from now, after Thanksgiving.
Yep, because I'm working Black Friday. Woohoo!
Okay. All right.
By the way,
I'm
guys,
gonna.
I know we haven't been addressing you guys much, but thank you for joining us tonight. And we'll see you all in 2 weeks.